Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will point to God. Big numbers, big numbers.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Leon Lett, where are you now? Hey, it's the coach. This is week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a rematch of one of the more memorable Thanksgiving games in NFL history, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Thankfully, no snow in the Texas forecast here on September.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott to throw it, flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Prescott now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down. As a 29-yard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Running with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Cobb. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel there. Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flush to his right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who says signaled down and said challenge it.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Draw play, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On 2nd and 9, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Prescott from the gun on third. Flush to his right. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Prescott on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver. And he's brought down.
We call that sack lunch.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before you. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Here's Prescott, flushed out right. He's going to let this, and that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Throwing, Prescott, flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the connection to Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touch. So now we're in the final minute of the game of the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Prescott to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Prescott. He may try and run for this. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go, D. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight is...
A first down carry by Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And what can Prescott do in the OT? Rolling to his right. And, oh, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. Instead, incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Perry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On second and 11 now. Prescott flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. On third and one, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Double zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they match up with the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now. This little short throw to Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football, and it will... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
And if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On 2nd down, It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it in... With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Dancing to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Check. Watch 54.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it.
All day like, yeah.